Your goddess here. I'm here today with a master case for Fighters Collection 2015. Two cartons inside, as you can see, and then they kind of open the package. There are two cartons inside.
Hey guys, Ben Wheeler, the Mercenary King, here today with a Fighters Collection unboxing. Yeah, it's unsealed, or sealed, excuse me. Look at this box. Magnificent as all get out. Anyway, let's open this shit up. Yeah, whatever. Come on. There we go. Little box thing. Fighters Collection, unsealed. I'm going to open this shit up. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, Ben Wheeler, the Mercenary King, here with unboxing for Fighters Collection. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. We don't have much time to do stuff with. And, yeah, the glare is going to be pretty bad. I will go over these cards as I can. And I hope to get a lot of stuff out. Here's what the box looks like. Anyway, it's got Chronos Command Dude on the front. First thing is support for Transcore. Searches for Transcore. And when it attacks a Vanguard and puts it in the bind zone, and then you can ride it for a counterblast. Then we have, this is search for a grade 3, reveal it, put it into your hand for Overall Keeper. Then we have Good and Dragger, which does a lot of stuff. It's pretty interesting, but it works with the break ride, so you have less of a turn. Search for 2 grade 3s, column to R, tapped, which I find weird, that particular ability. No other things in it, just the 3 cards, which is a pity. Bladewing Sullivan, he's a defensive guy for Dark Irregulars, and he can boost up certain shields to 2,500, which is really nice, but at the same time, it's at 15 card solo, would have been better at 10. Then we have Maiden of Waterpod, Maiden Support, put this unit into the soul, choose a normal unit from the drop zone. Search for other maidens. Shuffle deck, draw a card. Oh, I'm sorry, no. You can put this into the soul when you summon out another maiden. Put this card and draw a card on counter charge. I don't know how I feel about that. Then we have Ultimate Beast, Ethics Buster Catastrophe, which he does a lot of whenever you flip one over, basically, and then you get a whole bunch of stuff. Then we have the Hayaki Vogue, which summons out other Hayakis, give them plus 10k, and then returns it to the hand. Then we have Trigul, which summons out Giraffas, if your opponent has tap cards, and Love Sniper No CL, which does no CL things with the damage zone. Sorry, I can't be more specific, but I don't really have time. However, No CL is her own build, and it's a pretty interesting build. Drago Twist, Counterblast, when this unit is stood, you can give it plus 2k, and you can kill something equal to or less than, anything less than, the power. And then we have Sword Principal Liberator Magnus. When he's summoned out by a Liberator, Bluish Flame, you can summon out something else. And then if the unit itself has Bluish Flame, Liberator, Legion Liberator, by the way. And if it's Bluish Flame, you can return it to hand. Mithril Core. He's probably one of the more powerful strides here with Transcore. When this unit attacks, it's a Vanguard. When your units, anytime past third attack or more, hits a Vanguard, Heart card Transcore, choose a card from the hand to discard it. If not, you can draw 2 cards. So you -1 the opponent or your +2 off it. Nice. 7C Sage Plegeton. Counterblast 2, you can ride it if you have a grade 2 or greater 7Cs. And I don't know if we have any out yet. You can ride it as stood from the drop zone, beginning of ride phase. When it's placed on Vanguard, choose 1 card from your drop zone, call it to R, then retire it. And there's ways to get around it, by the way. But he can turn this into more of a plus. Calling Jewel Knight Christine, Counterblast, reveal a grade 3. 3 other Jewel Knights, Search your deck for a grade 3 Jewel Knight, call it to our shuffle deck, and then put it into hand and discard it. I'm sorry, no, choose a card from your hand. Put the card into your hand and then choose a card to discard. Chronos Command. Basically what he does is counterblast 1, flip over a Chronos Command. Another one of him. He can, you send stuff back. If you have a Chronos Command already in the bind zone, you can actually return 2 of your cards from the keep 2 of your cards when you return everything from the deck. And I mean everything, by the way. Nightmare Doll Master, put this unit into the soul. Choose a Workroid, in other words, another Alice. And in turn, it gets this. Put this unit, when this unit is put into soul from R, call out Brenda, call it to R. When this unit is placed on R from soul, choose an opponent's actively lost until end of turn. Not sure what they mean by that, honestly. Friend of the Sun Marika. It's a Pacifica support. You basically play it and return it from hand. And if you have 3 or more different Pacificas, of which there are 3 different Pacificas, and all of them have different names, counter charge, soul charge, choose 1 unit plus 5k, which is alright. Quintessence Dragon. Basically, it's infinite 0 support. It can Omega Lock if you have an infinite 0 in hand, and you have 4 more damage. For Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. It's pretty good. Actually, I'll be running in my Infinite Chaos Baker. Witch, for Shadow Paladins, 2 or more cards with Witch in the original name Vanguard, so Legioned. Choose a opponent's rearguard with the rearguard. Top 5, choose a grade 0 column to R. However, if there's no grade 0s, you don't do anything. Shuffle deck. Hellfire Seal Dragon, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, Seal Dragon Vanguard. Can't intercept, and then it gets plus 2k, so like up to plus 4 for every grade 2. Can be more if you're doing a lot more fucking around. Is this the same guy? No, this is the Nubatama. Counterblast 1, Heart card, sure, Stealth Dragon, which they all do. Choose a card at random and bind it face down. If your opponent's hand is 3 or less, bind all of your opponent's rearguards face up. And at the end of turn, opponent puts cards in the hand, unless you retire them first. Pretty good card. And then we have Kaiser Warning. Counterblast 1 attacks the front row, and for every one it hits, gets a rearguard plus 5k for every hit. So you can give it up to plus 15k apiece, which is pretty impressive. Has to have a Kaiser thing. Then Destruction Dragon Squall Rex. Bind it, plus 3k. Counterblast 1, choose a rearguard, retire it. At the end of battle's unit Rex card name attacked. So any Rex, call this card to R. Nice. Very good. Burrowman. I think it's Bromine, but you know, whatever. At the end of your turn, grade 3, Vanguard Starvader. Opponent has a lock card. Pay the cost if you do. Retire this unit. Search for an infinite. Tapped. Write it. Tapped. Shuffle deck. So, by the way, you can do that to lock a front and back row, which is the Infinite Zero's normal ability. Then we have Witch of Quill Pens. Counterblast 1, put the drop zone. You can summon to rearguard plus 2k. Vanguard Tizer hits. Choose this unit and another unit plus 2k. So that could be up to, you know, a lot. There's going to be a lot of damage. Holy Seraph, no CL, put 2 rearguards, damage zone face up. Attack to Vanguard, Heart card, no CL, pay the cost if you choose cards, damage zone, column to R. And then if it's no CL, plus 5k. So that can be a lot of damage and a lot of attacks, but be interesting. Reform Calling Gear Eagle. Choose a rearguard bomb of your deck. Chronos Command Stride, so it's Chronos Command support. Pay the cost if you do. Look at 10 cards. Choose 2 time leaps. Reveal them to a opponent. Put them in a hand shuffle deck. It's nice. I like it. Death Flag Dragger. Again, bad end Dragger support. Choose grade 3. Reveal it. Place an R during battle phase, which you'll do a lot. Search your deck for a bad end. Reveal it to opponent. Put it in the hand shuffle deck. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Witch Clove. Soul Blast 6. When this unit attacks, Heart card Witch. Pay the cost if you do. During your turn, all units with Witch and card name get plus 5k. Then you have Legioned underneath, plus a critical. Yep. Actually, sorry. Boop. I'm sure that you unboxers are going to complain about this, and I'm going too fast, or that I've mixed up the order or whatever, in which case, sorry. Not sure what you want me to do. I'm on a very strict time limit here. Especially, you know, friends. Yep. Sinclair. Counterblast 1, Heart card Witch. 2 or more grade 0s. Reveals 10 cards. Choose a grade 0. Ride it as stood, and then counterblast 1, beginning of the card set, this unit was attacked. That's the opponent's unit, by the way. You can choose any number of cards from your hand, call them to G as tapped. So in other words, if you want a perfect shield, you have to counterblast 1 for it. And at the end of turn, choose a card from your soul right as stood. By the way, that can be abused, much like Steel Vampire is. Good card, honestly. Jewel Knight, Feluca, Ethics. Squall Rex, Witch, Bladewing Tybalt. Place on Vanguard, Bladewing Heart, return all cards from drop zone to deck, shuffle your deck, number of cards in your soul 15 or more, this unit gets plus 5k, and if it is not, all units in the front row get plus 10k, and if it's not, soul charge 5. And then basically, you check again. No, not really, but this Hellrex Maxima, choose a rear guard, retire it if you have a heart card with Rex card name, choose your deck for 1 card. Okay. Choose a card, 1 card with Rex, bind it face up, shuffle deck, choose 3 units in the front row, plus 4k. Being his Chronos Command Revolution. I like Hellrex Maxima, and I'll be running 4. Especially since you can basically counterblast 1 for this. Counterblast 1 if your heart card 7 Cs, which by the way includes the Break Ride and some new support that's coming out, and the new guy that comes in. Choose 2 cards from your drop zone, call a 2 separate R, and in turn retire the units. Mikasaburo. When this unit is placed an R, choose another ability like Duckbill. When this unit is retired, search for a grade 3. Reveal it to opponent shuffle deck. Nubatama. When this unit attack hits, kill a bind zone unit. Nightmare Doll of the Abyss, Beatrix. Choose 3 Workeroids, put them in the soul. Attack. If you have a Nightmare Doll card name, pay the cost if you do. Put this unit into your G zone 2 up, and then G zone face up. Choose 2 Workeroids from your soul column R. I'm gonna have to work on separate off. I'm gonna have to work on that card.
You want the box?
Yeah, I'm just going through as much as possible. Cuckoo. Counterblast 1 was a unit placed on Vanguard Rearguard. Which number of cards in your soul is 1 or less, which is normal with Soulless OTT. Draw 2 cards, choose a card from your hand, discard it. Die Bazooka, this is actually a card I've been looking forward to. Another Kaiser, by the way. Vanguard Kaiser, 11 cards, plus 2k. Vanguard with Kaiser, this card gets plus grade 1, so it acts like a grade 3. And when you drive check it, countercharge 1, soul blast 1. Transcore, Obero Keeper, Maiden of the Yggdrasil. Counterblast 1, soul blast when we have a hard card with Maiden. Choose 3 Maidens. And by the way, there's a very good Maiden build with Homunculus. Front row plus 5k. When this unit attacked, it's a Vanguard top 5. Search for 1 card, same name as card unit on your Vanguard rearguard circle, call it to rearguard circle, shuffle deck. Which is okay. Honestly, it's pretty good. Not as good as the Ashes Stride, though, but it's close.
So guys, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and start opening some of these packs here.
Floral Witchmaster Mimi, which is the OTT. If you have a heart card with Witch, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 cards from your hand, discard them. If she does not, they take a damage. All trigger effects nullified. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. But it makes sense because essentially that's nullifying another Vanguard attack. And it forces cards out of the hand guaranteed. Yep. Transcore, Obero, Blade. As you can see here, there's going to be a lot of repeats. There's only 3 potential. Blade, Maiden, Hellfire, Cross Origin, Counterblast 1, choose a face down card, turn it up once per turn. Seal Dragon, blah, 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 blah. For every Seal Dragon, top 4, choose a grade 2 for each unit put into the drop zone. For each then call separate to open R, shuffles deck. If your opponent has 2 or more, this is a crit. Trighoul, Jackal, Sinclair. No seal.
Just all the packaging.
Sure. Goliath. He's pretty interesting. Counterblast 1. If you have a Giraffa Vanguard, plus 5k to every other Giraffa, and on hit, they cannot. The opponent's rear guards cannot stand. It's pretty good, and with the support, do it. Holy Flame. Counterblast 1. Choose a face down card. If You have a hard card with Liberator for each face-up card called blue, blah, 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 blah. Look at 3 cards from your top of your deck, choose 1 card, and then that unit gets plus 2k. That's alright. Look at this, Aki. Squall. No seal. We'll probably run out of the we probably run out of them, honestly. Twinkle, Half Princess, Pacifica, Counterblast. Use a face down Pacifica if you have a hard card with Pacifica. Basically, you search your deck for 1 card, reveal it to the opponent, put it into hand, shuffle deck, choose 3 cards from your hand, Pacifica card name, reveal 3 cards, all different names, gets a credit. And that's underwhelming. Not something I particularly look forward to. And honestly, Pacifica, they give her good stuff, like her Break Ride with the other Legion stuff, and even her original one was pretty good. But the new stuff that they're getting, they're just not, like, they haven't found the right thing to go for it. For everyone's favorite Pacifica lolly. Boop, 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 Sinclair. Boop, 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 Kaiser. Be sure to comment and subscribe. Figure out what ones you like. Goliath. What ones you don't like. Which ones you'd rather have die in a fire. Yep. Who is your waifu? Is it Mimi? Is it Goliath? Goliath you waifu? Die Kaiser Leon. Counterblast 1. Choose a face down card. Blah, blah, Die Kaiser Leon from card name. If you have a hard card with Kaiser in the name. Until end of turn, this unit gets when you drive check grade 3, choose one of your opponent's guardians, retire it. This ability cannot be nullified. Boop, boop. Maidens, this. He's pretty good. Honestly, he's a really great call for first stride when you're on Die Kaiser. Yep. Hellrex. Or, sorry, Hell Deity, Seal Dragon, Cross Origin. He'll apologize for the brief brevity. By the way, works on rear guards. He's pretty good, that Transcore. Kath Palug, the one I haven't seen yet. Counterblast 1, when a rear guard attacks a Vanguard hard card with Honorary Professor, in other words, only Chat Noir, gets plus 4k. And then at the end of turn, draw a card, retire that unit. That ability can go up multiple times. Counterblasting is a kind of a problem for the uninitiated, but honestly, any masterful Great Nature can handle it. Yeah, pretty good card. Getting one for myself or for a friend. That's how it works. Oh, look, another Kath Plug. Mika Sorbo is the one who's supposed to work with them. Doop boop. Climax Jewel Knight Lord Evangeline. Choose a face down card in your G zone. Turn it face up. If you have a hard card with Jewel Knight and you have 3 or more rear guards with Jewel Knight, your units with Jewel Knight get plus 3k for each Climax Lord Evangeline. So we can get plus 6k or more, which can be pretty good. Honestly, she doesn't summon anything out, so, you know, there's a little bit of stuff there. But still, pretty good GR for the ever needed to be updated Jewel Knights, which are always good, but slightly underpowered compared to everything else there. What are you looking forward to, Ash?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Solar support, I guess.
I got you. Don't even like Mimi?
Solar support, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry. You're right. I'm getting about all the double rares, some of the triple rares. Definitely going to get Revolutions. I like them better than Ragnarclocks anyway. And plus, it works really well with the Time Leap mechanic.
Next stage for life?
No. Ugh, next stage. Ugh. Hook Kaiser. Yep. Kath Palug. We're at 3. I'm sure Vu has one in there somewhere. Ash, excuse me. Hook. Plenty of transforms. This guy, I like Infinite Zero, actually. Besides the fact that he's a Starvader Stride, he does a lot of work for what he is, and he can actually, you know, really put out some pressure and some lock pressure, which current Limit Break Starvader stuff lacks. Yeah. Can't believe I forgot my Starvader deck, so I can't update it. Make me sad. Yep. Whoop. Daikaiser. You only really need 2 Daikaisers. Honestly, I recommend 2 Daikaisers, 2 Earth. Just because Earth is too good. Sure, it removes a grade 3, but at the same time, it's a +2 to your rear guards, which is really important for metalborg types, especially since our grade 2s are kind of janky compared to our grade 3s. Hellfire. You know, it's just something you have to work with, get the balance down, and all that jazz. You know. Last one is a Magus. Sorry. Great Nature. Alright, I'm going to come back with the results in a bit.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, I drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you, see you, see you.
Hey guys, Astromagic, I got it. So I'm back here with the results of the first case. Looks like we were about even with 6 of the Holy Flames there. 6 Jewel Knights, 6 Hellfires, 6 Kaisers, 6 Ethics, 6 Gear, 6 Pacificas, and 6 Daikaiser Leons. So basically 6 for every GR. I don't know if that's the same for every case, but mathematically it works out. So it probably is. But Bushiroad has been known to mix up some of the ratios from time to time. So it was for this case, 6 of each GR and triple rares. Looks like we have 7 of each triple rare. I'm going to kind of go through them here.
What did my thing just do?
It's my phone.
Oh.
7. As you can see here, so it looks 7 of each triple. Again, I'll just run through all these just so that you guys can see. But mathematically, it does work out. But no one's ever sure if the exact ratios will work out mathematically with Bushiroad, because they had a good thing going for first couple of sets, and then started getting weird with ratios. So looks like we're pretty straight on triples being 7 apiece. 7 in the case anyway, and that's 16 boxes for you. And finally, the Joker, 7. So we'll get back with how many of the doubles of each are, and I bet that they'll be equal as well in a moment.
Hey guys, Ben Wheeler, the Mercenary King, here with the last bit here. I'm just sorting out my commons and rares. Oh, I mean double rares and triple rares and GRs. And basically there's 13 of each double rare. Let's take out this one. This is the Kaiser support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Occasionally 14. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it looks like it's between 12 and 14. 14 being rare, 12 being rare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is 13. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so it looks like it's between 13 and 14. Maybe a 15 or 2, but 13, 14 seems the hard rule. Yeah, I'm just sorting out my own stuff here. Honestly, this has been an interesting set. I like the combination of support and non-support. And I think it'll really bring a lot of color into some decks that really needed it, like Seal Dragon, Nubatama, definitely the Tachikaze, which has been languishing since the Legion support, and other things like that. Certain things I think are a bit underpowered or will be better later, like a Grand Blue, and other things like Spike Brothers are just getting it. Mega Colony is the black sheep of sorts, as it's something nobody expected except for a few madmen who I didn't want to listen to at the time. But they were right, those bastards. Because it got Giraffa support instead of, say, Cyclomata support, like Spike Brothers and Great Nature and just about everyone else that was, like, fucking Aquaforce. It got its Break Ride support. Why couldn't Mega Colony get Break Ride support? Anyway. I'm not salty about it, but it's like, wait, why did I do this? Hold on. I fucked up. Yeah, there's 4. Put these back in. I don't know why I grabbed so many. However, I enjoyed this. This is one of my last big purchases until Reckless Rampage. And honestly, it'll give me a lot of stuff to work with. I'm going to bring back my Maidens with Neo Nectar. I'm going to upgrade my Metalborgs with the Daikaiser Leon stuff. And really, there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. I don't know if I'll do a Transcore or other things like that, but I'm certainly going to do the Rexes. I rebuilt that deck just before this all came in. And definitely going to upgrade my new Batama. Especially since there's no real good third grade 2. However, the new one is. Alright then, this has been Min Wheeler, the Mercenary King. All this stuff. Signing out. Good set. I'll be back later with some other stuff, including a new thing for noobs. I'm calling Cardfight Vanguard Studies or something. I don't know. I can't figure out a name. But we'll work on it. Alright, guys. See ya.
Card to number 1 or 2 whenever I shoot this video, and yeah, cool stuff. We'll go straight into it. I know the ratios already, but we'll see if they're even. And as you can see, sealed boxes. So let's just kind of, I guess, put this over here, and we can just get started with cracking boxes. So we'll go, I guess, top to bottom, left to right. And as always, there will be a roundup video at the end, so that anyone who just wants to skip all this BS, so to say, can. Okay, so went ahead and put a playmat in screen so that I can just show you guys, I guess. So that I can kind of get a better grasp of where everything is, how everything looks. Okay, so just 10 packs per box. Double rares, triples, and GRs will be at the end. Go. Now this is an interesting set in that the first print is already, it's already out of print in a sense from Bushy Road. That doesn't mean you can't get packs or anything like that. It just means if you're going to get packs from Bushy Road as a distributor, you have to wait for the next print run, which has been pretty much confirmed that there's going to be a second print run of this. We're looking near the end of January for that to be shipping to people, of course. And knowing this set, there's 3 GRs per box. Knowing this set, probably it's not going to be another print run after that. So. For those of you who looked at the new Cardfight Online announcements today, apparently there's probably going to be they're probably just going to start with the G sets, which is good or bad, depending on how, I guess, what clan you play. Yep. I need to stop mixing stuff like that. And for those of you who have not already heard, I do operate a store that right now the stores have been given the opportunity to get beta testers for Cardfight Online. So they can only register a few players per store. So ask your store to register you, or if you're interested. Hopefully they haven't registered everybody yet, and maybe they can get you out a code so that you can beta test it. I know that it's a pretty highly sought after commodity in a sense. A lot of people want to beta test it, I guess. And you probably get some beta testing perk. You usually do, anyway. And this is a problem with Asian companies. Just in general, is that typically Asian companies are really bad about pre-order or about beta perks and things. But hopefully Bushy Road is good. I mean, I think of them as more of a really westernized Asian company than a typical one. But we'll see. 16 boxes in this case, of course. By the way. Looks like it's pretty consistent. The last pack in the box is a GR. So if you're one of those people, you could probably just buy the last pack and more than most of the time get a GR. I know some places like to charge higher for these packs. And I mean, good reason. I overpaid for some of the Fighters 2015 boxes, and because I got them late. And even then, I was able to profit pretty hard off single sales. What I fear when Cardfight Online comes out is that it's gonna hurt the singles market too much, or even because you'll think about it. What they're probably gonna do is have a code in each pack or box or whatever they're doing, and it'll give you stuff for Cardfight Online. That's the smart way to do it, or one of the smarter ways to do it. And the problem with that, though, is that you will increase the price of singles no, decrease the price of singles, just because more people will be opening boxes, or at least the ones that are interested in playing the online game, which I imagine is a big number of people. People love online games, and even a bigger amount of people if you if these people are what is it? Losing my train of thought there. Essentially, if you do the codes, people will buy more boxes, which is good for Bushy Road, bad for singles, because more boxes means more singles or more cards in the pool, and there already is a price problem. I mean, in the U.S., anyway, at least, Ideal 808 pretty much dictates the price of cards. I mean, like it or not, they pretty much do. Rarely does it go outside of what they say the price of the card is worth. Now, if there is like a big tournament or whatever, or some people will discover some combo, and a card, you know, all of a sudden is better than initially thought, then it'll go up. Or maybe a card gets some surprise support, then of course it'll go up. But generally, I would say, at least early on, Ideal 808 pretty much sets the price of Vanguard singles. And they open a lot of cases, really. I mean, when you can stock 55 of the GR, right? And we'll go into ratios of GRs later. But if you can stack 55 GRs in pre-orders, you're probably opening a lot of cases. And sometimes they get it wrong. I think with like Nextage, they totally got that wrong in terms of how many people wanted it. Because I know that they oversold theirs and ended up increasing the price. And here's a really funny, kind of stupid story. Is that last pack again? People were buying from Ideal 808 when it was more expensive too, and this was with a Nextage. Because I know my shop, we have an online thing too. Kudos to those who found it. We do send a special IYG thing with every order that is paid for full price, like not like some kind of stupid, you know, you set your own price thing. But what's stupid is that I had, in my store anyway, Nextage is for a lower price, but people would still buy Ideal 808s for a higher price, which was dumb, but whatever. So it happened. It was so bad that Ideal 808 at their higher price sold out and then bought from us. They literally, Ideal 808 bought a bunch of their Nextages from this shop here, just so they could sell them, or they had already sold them. So, you know, and that's it's pretty funny that if people just shop around, there are generally better prices than the Ideal 808, and especially since they have that weird shipping charge they do, and they also charge extra per card shipped after the initial like, $250 that they charge to ship. And I think it's free shipping if you buy $50 in cards, of course. But which is, I don't understand how that works. I've never quite understood that. Probably makes me a bad card seller, in that I just get by with whatever singles, and I usually let other people dictate things like that. But I never understood is that people are willing to pay more in a store, of course, because you get the now. If you get it now, and sometimes you might not be able to buy online. But if you're buying online, why would you not try to get the best price? Why would you intentionally pay more? But I guess there's like loyalty or some shit. And I think they might have like their little points, reward points, which is negligible. It's like pretty much equals out to like a 1% discount over the lifetime. And if you're buying that much where you're getting a lot of those points or whatever from them, you should probably see if you can connect with a store who can give you a closer to their distributor pricing on products so that you can get bulk product. Now, of course, giving the store some profit, so they're willing to do that for you. Hey, that's maybe I just operate weird compared to most card shops. So, Fighters Collection, it's a pretty cool set. I wonder if the ratios were as fixed in 2015 regular. I don't know, because I didn't buy 2015 regular, of course. So it's kind of sad, I guess. But, very, again, last pack. Very surprising with this set is that Genesis, Shadow Paladin, and OTT have witch support. OTT witch support being the biggest surprise. I thought they were pretty much done with how good Coco is. But I guess since Coco is technically a 10K, that they can say that she is balanced, and she is pretty balanced in that sense. And I guess before people ask if they're even this far into the video, yes, we will sell, trade, or whatever, where we get our product, a distributor, because we run a store. Yes, we're willing to sell, trade for stuff. Please PM us on YouTube or Facebook, and we will try to get back to you. Now, if it, I mean, obviously, the better the offer or whatever you're trying to do, then it will be better for us to do things for you too. I don't like cards like this here, the Dimension Dragon there, because it's support for, now luckily the Kronos Command is not that expensive for a GR, because it was back when GRs were pretty much triple rares, just like full art or something, or, you know, with the kind of SP-ish card material. But anyway, because it expects that cards like this probably aren't worth a lot, because you need to have the earlier card for it to get its use. Last pack again. So buy the last pack as much as possible. 4 more boxes. Which what I'm fearing with the new next GR and GB5, we know is going to be Excelix Messiah. It requires amnesty. The problem with that is amnesty is pretty pricey. It might drive the price of amnesty up, but Excelix itself probably won't be worth as much. It's the same problem you ran into with Aura Guys Are Damned, and that is that if you make something a GR and the thing before it, yeah, was kind of harder to get than, or maybe even easy to get, and the price isn't worth that much. So hopefully there's that. But it looks like set 6 GRs are going to be GB is going to be the Diablo. Spectral Duke thing, and perhaps Granblue Night Rose. Should be good. Female SPs or female cards generally tend to keep good value. You mean just look at what's her name? Minerva. She's alright, but she keeps a lot of her value. She's somewhat playable, but she keeps a lot of her value thanks to the art. And that's totally talking there. Just got a figure by Kotobukiya for those of you who collect figures. Okay, 2 more boxes. Oh, last box. I'm zoning out for this. Just kind of getting a rhythm. Yeah. Alright, last box, and with that, we'll cut for a while and then go back with the results. Here it is, our GRs. It says I thought 6 of each one. Good straight ratios. Yeah, which are nice to those who are trying to buy a case or buy a box of boxes. You kind of get an idea of how many they have. So I might go do the triples. The double rares, I'll save you guys some time. There's 13 of each. There were about 7 of each triple. So pretty even ratios for this set, amazingly. So yeah, this has been Ash from Imaginary Goddess. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.